Well, it was the trip of a lifetime for the Saskatoon Children's Choir. Earlier this year, the group traveled to South Africa, and the trip was documented by the CBC's French service, Radio-Canada. And tonight, we have part one of their journey. Here's Benoit Ferradini with Sing Africa.
It's a choir like many others in Canada. Teenagers who spent hundreds of hours rehearsing in this church basement. But the Saskatoon Children's Choir is about to embark on its biggest journey ever.
Now that it's getting closer, it's like, wow, like this is actually happening. And I'm nervous more than ever.
These singers have spent a year getting ready for this tour, planning the music and preparing for the culture shock.
Not only are you going to be experiencing a culture that is so vastly different from ours, but you're going to see poverty like you've never seen it before.
Yeah,
so you'll really understand what a slum is.
Saskatoon to Johannesburg, 22 hours of travel between two radically different worlds. First contact with the South African reality comes in the streets of Soweto. It's one of the poor townships close to Johannesburg, where the anti-apartheid struggle began. In the heart of Soweto lies Pam's creche.
My name is Pam. Hello.
A shelter for the neighborhood kids, victims of violence or AIDS.
Hello.
The Saskatoon group tried to prepare themselves for their first encounter with poverty. But what they could not anticipate was how the Soweto kids would affect them emotionally.
From the kids' smiling faces to the townships just being so like poor and empty, but at the same time seeing those kids' faces, it made it so full.
The encounter is short but intense. The choir climbs back on the bus to explore a more familiar universe. Music.
Out of 10, I give you 20. It's very good.
A local conductor shows them how it's done South African style. In Canada, choirs don't often sing and dance.
Before we came here, we learned some South African songs. We learned Shosholoza, we learned Gabi Gabi, and we learned them in a way that even at the time we knew, my goodness, do we feel like nice Canadian girls singing these songs. When they come here, they don't just learn the songs, they learn the heart behind it.
The Saskatoon girls are now ready to give their first performance on South African soil.
And part two of Sing Africa airs tomorrow night on CBC News Saskatchewan, and you can hear the full radio documentary Saturday at 5 in the afternoon on CBC Radio's Sound Exchange.